It feels like God is bringing me my husband. August 1st, 2025, I'm putting it out there. That's exactly what it feels like. One day, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to all of a sudden care about someone more than I've ever cared about anyone. And it's going to change my entire life. I have been so hesitant to say any of this over the last 2 years because I feel like I have felt this prompting several times in my life where it feels like God's about to do something, and then the truth is that nothing tangible in my physical realm happens. I have to document things when I feel like I should document them. Today is August 1st, 2025, and there's just so much happening and also nothing happening all at the same time. For the last month or so, there's been very specific things that I felt the Lord preparing me in. I started therapy. I really need to actually document the conversation that I had that made me start therapy so that I don't forget. But it's not just that. There's been this stirring in my heart that something's about to change, and I have no evidence of it. It's just this feeling and this prompting that we'll never know is right until after it happens. Last August, so August 1st, 2024, I started this 31-day prayer challenge on YouTube. And it was so good. I really wasn't thinking about it. I have no idea what made me think about it. I guess the Holy Spirit. And I decided that I was going to do it again, literally a week ago. And so I've been filming all of these videos to try and get ahead so that the girlies have videos and content to watch. I have been so hesitant to say any of this over the last 2 years because I feel like I have felt this prompting several times in my life where it feels like God's about to do something, and then the truth is that nothing tangible in my physical realm happens. And so it's this whole thing where it's okay, so I was wrong about that. Cool. So even when I hear my friends who are I just feel like God's doing something, or I just feel like it's close, I'm even if I feel it, I'm not going to say it. But then today, a couple of girls were commenting and they were I just feel like God's doing something in my life. I just feel like it's so soon. I feel like 2025 is my year. And I was you know what? I'm going to name it because that's exactly how I feel too. That's exactly how I feel too. And I think it's just so scared of being wrong, but who cares? I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care. I mean, obviously I want God to bring me my husband this year, but I don't care if I'm wrong. If I'm not saying it just because I don't want to be wrong, that's stupid. I'm going to say it and I'm going to just agree with it in faith that it feels like God is bringing me my husband. August 1st, 2025, I'm putting it out there. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like this is a brand new season and God's bringing me my husband. He's just days away is what it feels like, which feels so stupid and crazy to say, but it is true. It's what I feel. And so, yeah, I just wanted to sit down and document that. I'm dead tired. I'm so tired, but I just had to sit down and document the fact that it really feels like God's doing something, which is so exciting. I've wondered my entire life, how am I going to meet this guy? What's going to be the thing that happens? And now I get to find out how it's gonna happen. And I was telling my friend, there's this whole concept that I thought about the other day. I was watching this TikTok video and this girl was talking about how she was an aunt, and she said that she never knew that the last time she picked up her niece would be the last time. And I've heard some other parents say that, there are milestones that happens with your kids and you never know that that's the last time. And I was that is an interesting concept because so much in your life happens and you never know that it's the last time. I mean, very rarely in life are you able to celebrate things that are the last time. I'm really thankful because with both of my grandparents, I knew this is the last time I'm going to see them. So I'm going to tell them everything I need to say. I'm going to hug them and love them, and it's going to be great. Ooh, that's making me a little teary. Crazy thing is I thought about it in the context of singleness. That right now, I'm getting up and every day I'm just living this life that I love, honestly. I love it. I love that I go to work and I have a job that I love. I love that I go to church and I have a church that I absolutely adore. I love that there are people at my church that I absolutely adore. I love that I have so many friends and that after work I get off of work and I either call my aunt, I call my mom, I call my best friends. I love the rhythm that I'm in. And also, I hold space for this desire that I want to be in a relationship. And so it's a very interesting balance to be in. But I was just thinking about how one day soon, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to all of a sudden care about someone more than I've ever cared about anyone. And it's going to change my entire life. I'm no longer going to go to bed and be like, oh, let me like just prepare for tomorrow. Like all of these things that are so like me-centered, I'm going to go to bed. And the only thing I'm going to be able to think about is how much I care about this guy and how much like I wonder what he's doing and how I can't wait to talk to him in the morning. And like all of those things are so good and so things I'm looking forward to and can't wait. But I just have decided that I'm going to live every day of my single season like it's my last. I just think there's so much wisdom to that. That's exciting. So yeah, I'm like, how can I wring everything I can out of this last little bit of this season? Those are my thoughts. Live every day of your single life like it's your last, because you never know when it's going to change and your whole life is going to change. Those are my thoughts. They're so deep for a Friday night at like 9 p.m. for no reason. But anyway, I'm so excited to document the journey. And it's going to be the greatest testimony you've ever heard of. Anyway, all right. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.